Thank you for joining me in part 2 of this video here. So we're going to pick up where rounds 11 through 17 on the large size. That's where we're going to pick up. So let's do that. We're going to do round 9 7 times. So from rows 11 through 17. And with row 9, we're just doing a single crochet all the way around until we get to round 17. Okay, now the first round we're going to work on the back loop. I know the instructions doesn't say that. I'm sorry, the front loop. It doesn't say that, but the reason why we're doing that is going to make that curve look when we start actually stitching around, okay? So we're going to do a single crochet all the way around on each single crochet, but we're going to do it in the front loop only. So we'll just do single crochets. Now this is row 11. I'm gonna meet you guys on all the way till we get to the other side of row 11. We'll do 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then I'll meet back up here. Okay, so we made it all the way around. Now, if you put your work down, you can kind of see how working in the front loop gives it this like turn almost. It makes it look like it's popping this way, because this is the top of the hat and it's going to start going down this way. Okay, now for the next rows between 12 and 17, you don't have to work in the front loop anymore. That was just to make that turn. Now we're going to work in the regular stitch going all the way around 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we're on 12 now. Let's move the stitch marker up and I'll meet you on the other side of 12. Okay, so now we're at the end of row 12 here. Got my last stitch there. Alright, so now we're moving to 13. Same thing, we're just doing a single crochet all the way across, all the way around, I'm sorry, and in both loops, okay, not the front loop like we did the 11. We're just doing both loops for like 12. So we're gonna go in, that's a single crochet all the way across, and I will meet you when we get to the end of row 13. Okay, and we're finishing up here the last stitches of row 13, and one more, And now we'll move our stitch marker up and we're doing row 14. Same thing, we're just going in around, exact same stitching all the way around, single crochet. Okay, so let's see, we'll do a couple here and then I'll just meet you when we get all the way done with this round as well. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of row 14 now. Got a couple more stitches to do. Alright, last one, and now we're on row 15. Same thing, repetitive pattern. Now I don't know if you can see, but I wonder if your material look like this. Round, it's starting to, like if I flip it upside down, it looks like the top part of the hat. Yes, then that means you're doing it right. If it doesn't look like that as much, don't worry. We can always make it look like that because yarn is flexible. But this is this is round 15. So we're going to do the same thing. Single crochet all the way around. And I will catch you guys on the other side of round 15. Okay, so now we're at the end of row 15. So I'm just finishing up these couple of single crochets. Alright, one more. Okay, moving stitch marker up. Now we're doing 16, round 16, same thing. We have 2 more rounds to go and then we are, I believe, switching colors. So let's go ahead and finish this round, 16. And I'll meet you guys on the other side. Okay, and then the last stitching here for round 16. And the last one, single crochet. Alright, now we're at round 17. So this will be our last round before we switch colors. So I'll meet you guys on the other side. Let's see. Single crochet all the way around. Alright, so this is the last few single crochets of round 17. And then we're going to the next one. And I was looking at the pattern. We're not changing colors yet. That is, I just assume, because, you know, there's a trim that goes into black, but the brim, I'm sorry, that goes into black, but apparently we're not there yet. We're not even close. Okay, so we just finished round 17. So now we are round 18. Round 18 says single crochet in the next 7, and then we got to do a decrease in the next stitch. We're going to do that 8 times. So let's take a look here. Let's put our stitch marker back because we're going to need to know where to come back to. Alright, so we're going to do a single crochet 7 times for round 18. So let's, if I can get my life together. Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're doing a decrease here. It's a single crochet decrease, which means you're going to put your hook into the next one. You're going to pull. So now you have 2 on your hook. You're going to go into the next single crochet. You're going to pull the yarn through. Now you have 3 on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. That is a single crochet decrease right there. Alright, and what that did is it took 2 stitching, or 2 single crochets, and it made it to 1. Alright, I'm going to show you one more time before I see you on the other end, okay? So we're going to do 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to do the decrease. So you go in, pull the yarn through. You're going to go into the next space, pull the yarn through. You have 3 on your hook now. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Alright, so I'm going to meet you guys on the end of that round 18, okay? So we're doing the last part of that round 18. So I have a couple more single crochets to do here, and then decrease in here. All right, so that was round 18. Now we are going to do rounds 19 right here. 19 through 28 is repeating round 9, which was, if you remember, single crochet all the way around. We're doing that until we get to 28. Okay, so it's going to be pretty simple. Put our stitch marker there, doing a single crochet all the way around. So let's start here. So row 19, and I'll meet you guys on the other side of this row, okay? All right. Okay, so here's the last stitches of round 19, single crochets, and here's my last one. All right, we're gonna move the stitch marker up here, and then we're doing row 20. Same thing, we're just going in a single crochet all the way around, pretty simple, right? All right, so I'll meet you guys on the other side of this round as well. Okay, so here's the last couple of single crochets in the round 20. So I'm finishing this up right here, round 20. Okay, and the last one here, and then we move our stitch marker up and we do the same thing. Let's see, so single crochet all the way around. It's probably best if you pause the video, just because I didn't fast forward through my work. I just basically took it out of, you just won't see me going in around. So I'll meet you guys at the end, or the end of this round 21, okay? Okay, so a couple more stitches here, round 21. And here's the last single crochet. Okay, now we're going to 22. Single crochet all the way around for round 22. And I'll meet you guys on the other side. Ow. Okay, so now we're going to finish this 22. Round 22 is done. Well, almost. Okay, last one. Okay, now round 23. Same thing all the way around. Meet you guys on the other side. Okay, end of 23 here. Last one. Okay, row 23 is done. Row 24. Same thing, all the way around, single crochet. All right, meet you guys on the other side. Okay, so we're gonna end round 24 here. 24 is done. One more. Okay, and then 25. Same thing all the way around. Meet you guys on the other side. Okay, and this is the end of round 25. Next, we're doing round 26. Okay, and so I'll catch you guys on the other side of 26. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of round 26. And a couple more single crochets here. All right, and now row 27. Row 27, single crochet all the way around, and I will meet you guys on the other end. Okay, last stitches of row 27. Last one here. Okay, and this is our last row that we're going to do before we go to do any other pattern. So this is the last 28, row 28, single crochet all the way around, and I'll meet you guys on the other side. Alright, so this is the last little stretch here we have for 28. Alrighty, 2 more, 1 more. Okay, round 28 done. So now we need to do round 29. Let's see. So 29 would, okay, so this is for the small size, large size. Since we're doing the large, it says rounds 29 and 30 is repeat round 10. So round 10 said we were single crocheting the next 7 stitches, and then we do 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and we repeat that. So we're going to do that rounds 29 and 30. So I'll show you a couple times, and then we'll meet on the other side like we normally do. All right, so 7 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it said in that next one we're going to do 2 single crochets in here. So 1, 2, and then we repeat that. So keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we put 2 in the next one. All right, and I'll see you guys when we get back to our stitch marker. Okay, so last part of this round 29, so we're doing that last set there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 2 increases right here. 1, 2 in there. All right, so that was round 29. Now we're doing round 30, and it said to do the same thing. So we're gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna count 7 out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're gonna put 2 in that one spot. 1, 2, and there's our increase, and then we continue doing that all the way around until we get to our stitch marker. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then put 2 in here. Alrighty, so I'll meet you guys on the other side here. Okay, so here's the last stretch for round 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we do our increases here. 1, 2. So now we got round 30 done. Now what do we need to do? Round 31 says single crochet in the next 8 single crochet, so basically the next 8 spaces, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So we're increasing. I'm sure you can tell that now as we go around, because this is the brim. So here we go. Let's put our stitch marker. We're going to do 8 single crochets. Oh, come on. 8 single crochets, and then we're going to do an increase of single crochet. So we'll put 2 in that one. So let's go. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we put 2 in the next space. So there we go. Let's try it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we put 2 in the next space. All right, so I'm going to meet you guys at the end of this round as well, okay? Okay, in the last stretch for round 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we put 2 in that last one right there. Awesome. So now that we got round 31, let's see what's next for us. Round 32. Repeat round 9. Okay. And that was when we just did a single crochet all the way around. Single crochet in each stitch all the way around. So let's do that. Let's move our stitch marker over here. And we're going to go all the way around for 32. Okay, start that off, and I'll meet you guys on the other side of this, on the end of the round. Okay, so let's finish up this round in single crochet, round 32. All right, so now that, oh, no, that's not it. There we go. Now that we've gotten the row 32 done, let's see what's next. Row 33 says double crochet, ooh, fancy, in the next 9 stitches, and then 2 double crochets in the next, and we repeat that. So it's another increase, and it's also going to get a little taller. All right, so if you don't know how to double crochet, I'm about to teach you. Let's move our stitch marker up. This is going to be interesting. So with a double crochet, you're going to yarn over your hook first, then go into the next space, pull the yarn through. So now you have 3 yarn on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2. So now you have 2 left. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2 again. Okay, that is a double crochet. I'm going to show you one more time. So you're going to yarn over, go through that space, pull the yarn through. Now you have 3 on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we just did 2 of those, and we need to do 9. I'm sorry, my voice is for some reason going away. We're doing 9 of those before we do the increase in the 2. So we have 2. So this is 3 here, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we have to put 2 double crochets in that same spot. So here's our first one, and here's our second one in that spot. So we increased it. All right, and you see how it's a little bit more wider compared to the other single crochet. So let's continue. We'll do that again. So 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we have to put 2 in the next spot here. So 1 of these, and then another one that goes in there. All right, so I will meet you back on this side of the material, okay? All right, and we're finishing up this row here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here you see how it kind of staggers off. I'm gonna do a single here just to make it a little bit more even as we go back, because the next row is going to be, and I know it doesn't say it on the pattern, but it just looks better as I'm looking at it, but the next row is going to be repeat 9, which is basically you're going to do a single crochet all the way around, right? So when we look at this, it'll start blending in. So you would want to move your stitch marker right here, make sure you know where you're going, but basically you're going to go all the way around with the single crochet, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so now we're coming up to the end of this single crochet round here. So the pattern says once we get to the end, it says fasten off. So let me get to the end here, get to my end. Alrighty, so fasten off. So we have to get our handy dandy scissors, cut that off, pull that through all the way, pull it as tight as you can. Let's move that stitch marker and make a knot. We're gonna tuck this in later and tie that off real quick. So now we have our handy dandy hat. Now the thing about this hat is I personally like the hat. Let me pull this down. I personally like the hat the other way. And what I mean by that is inside out. So let me make this inside out so I can show you what I mean. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking the camera. Everybody's shaking. It's an earthquake. Okay, so yeah. See how that looks more, I can't, come on now, there we go, centered. It looks rounder at the top. This is going to curl up, and then the next video we're going to do the black part of the band, like so the band of the hat basically, and the buckle and the clover. But now your hat, the basic of it, is done. Good job.